In this video, we're going to show you how to get a $50,000 credit card from this credit union with the online approval.
Okay, Money Magnets, we're talking about IThink Financial Credit Union. Now, let's look at what products that they have to offer. So they have an unsecured loan, Money Magnets, that goes up to $25,000. And the rates are a little bit on the high side, but there's still a credit union that you don't want to sleep on. So with this particular loan, the rates is 11.15% all the way up to 18%. And this loan goes up to 60 months. So it does give you a little bit more time to pay it off. But Marvin, let's see what other products that they have to offer.
All right, guys, make sure you like and share this video. Also, if you have any experience with IThink Financial, make sure you drop some comments below because we'd love to know what you got approved for and maybe even what bureau they pull. All right, let's move on to the secured loans. Now, I'm not saying anybody has bad credit. Most of our viewers have 750 to 800 credit scores, but we've noticed from a lot of you guys who booked our free business strategy call that you have low approvals on your limits. Now, if you want to get higher limits without using credit builders, the certificate secured loan is an excellent product to use. It goes from anywhere from 36 months to 120 months. You can deposit a nice amount. I would say $5,000 to $10,000. Pay it off early, guys. You know why? Because now that you have a 3 to 6 month loan paid off, now when you go for an installment loan or a credit card, you're going to get higher approvals. And speaking about higher approvals, if you guys are looking for up to $250,000 for your business, make sure you book a free business strategy call with Gloria and myself. Look in the description below. But Gloria, let's tell them about the $50,000 credit card.
Okay, Money Magnets, we're going to dive into the big boy. So you know how I feel about having cards with high limits. So with this particular card, it goes all the way up to $50,000.
Yeah.
Now, the wonderful thing about this card, there's no annual fee. There's no balance transfer fees. And if you decide that you want to liquidate the card, there's no cash advance fees.
Yes.
So that right there can be a cash flow changer for you, Money Magnets. This card also has a pretty decent interest rate, which goes from 13.15% all the way up to 18%. Now, with the balance transfer, they do have an introductory special where you only gonna pay 7.99% up to 14.99% to do a balance transfer. So keep that in mind. Now, that introductory rate, Money Magnets, is only for 90 days of opening up the card. So you don't want to sleep on this. This card has some pretty good benefits when we're talking about liquidating cards. And it also gives you a grace period on late payments.
Wow.
So if you decide that you can't make that payment from the date of purchase, it gives you a little bit of a grace period. But Marvin, let's see what other benefits that this particular credit union has to offer.
All right, when we called, I was very shocked to find out you can get up to 84 months on new and used vehicles. Of course, that would depend upon your credit, but the rate was amazing. The rates go as low as 5.24% on new or used vehicles. Then when you go to the motorcycles, the rates are 6.24% and they go up to 72 months. So for all you guys who want a Suzuki or a Kawasaki, now might be the time to get it with IThink. And then when we were looking at the golf carts, which a lot of neighborhoods now are allowing you to drive golf carts in the neighborhood, the golf carts go up to 60 months and the rates are as low as 6.24%, which I thought was pretty good because you can make those golf carts look real nice if you want. You can pimp out your ride.
Most definitely, Marvin. Nowadays, they have it where you can put rims on your golf cart. So you don't want to sleep on this particular credit union. And Marvin, let me say this.
Okay.
I'm loving the fact that it's 84 months on used cars because, guys, let me tell you, Marvin is so into buying a used vehicle versus purchasing a new vehicle because, you know, they drop in value very quickly. So with this particular credit union, it's giving you that longer term on a used car. Marvin, I am loving this. So this is one that we most definitely have to look at.
Yep. And if you guys are interested in boats, they have terms that go up to 200 months on boats. So if you're in Georgia or Florida, which is where this credit union is based, you can join through one of the counties that you live in, or if you work for a certain employer. Now, what I thought was unique, even though the credit union is only in those 2 states, your nearest relative could live in a different state, but they can still join IThink. So I thought that was a great thing to have. And if you're looking for a mobile home or a trailer, they also, if you're one of the people that like to camp and go hiking and stuff like that, this may be a great place to get a motorhome or a trailer. And guess what? The rates are as low as 6.24% on those, and they go up to 120 months. But Gloria, let's dive into the home loans and the home equity loans.
Diving into the mortgages, one thing that I love about this bank, because Marvin and I have seen this a lot, where they sell your mortgage.
Yeah.
With this particular credit union, they do not sell your mortgage. And I love the fact that they have a 60-day rate lock. So you can lock your rate in for 60 full days.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? They also have 100% loan. So for those of you who are first-time home buyers, you can get 100% loan. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to the credit card, the loan, and the auto loans, they may pull TransUnion. When we call, they say they may pull one of the 3, but from our experience, they've only pulled TransUnion. And guys, when you're getting ready to buy a home, keep in mind that you're gonna have to have all 3 bureaus above 700.
Most definitely.
You should have less than 3 inquiries on each credit bureau. And then if you're looking at the documents you'll have to get 100% loan, you're gonna have to have 2 years taxes, 6 months bank statements, 2 pay stubs, and then make sure that your check systems has less than 3 inquiries. And then also make sure you have no fraud alerts and no freezes on your credit, because we've seen little bitty things on your personal information that will actually stop you from getting approved, or cause you to have to show more paperwork.
And one thing that I do love about this credit union, Marvin, that we need to make sure Money Magnets, is you can apply for their products right online.
Yes.
And they have a calculator so that you can calculate what your payments would be.
Right.
There's nothing like kind of knowing what you're going to get into before you get into it.
Exactly.
Okay, Marvin, let's dive into the home equity line.
Okay.
Now, one thing I love about this is that you can use it for several things. They're not locking you in to what you can use this for. You can use it for a vehicle purchase, tuition, to consolidate some debt that you may have, or you can even use it for home improvement.
Yeah, and for you guys that want to know the rate is as low as prime plus 0.50%, which is great. All right, you get no annual fees, no application fees, no closing costs. I mean, this is like no fees at all to access the capital that you have in your house. And what I love the most about it, it was interest only for up to 10 years. Guys, that is a low payment. I would take all my credit cards if I had enough equity in my house, consolidate those, but now don't go charge up the credit cards again. And this will be a great way for you to skyrocket your credit score, and then get to a point where if you wanted to start a business, or if you wanted to do something else, now you got those credit cards free to use all over again. They also have a 120-month period where you can have your credit line available anywhere from $7,500 all the way up to $500,000. Now, guys, that's great. And you can get up to 80% loan to value on your home.
Okay, Marvin, hold up, because I have a gem.
All right, what you got?
Okay, Money Magnets, if you're looking for another credit union that anyone can join, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.